National Apprenticeship Week this week. Warrington and Vale College have been delighted to announce that our supporters, Ansell Lighting, have come down today to demonstrate their OCTO technology on the smart lighting and smart switching, which again our students under normal conditions wouldn't get the opportunity to work on this. But kindly Ansell have donated quite a large number of kit to our students, which we'll be working on throughout the year. So James has got some demo kit here, which is kindly going to show us how to use, along with the iPad. So over to you, James. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. So we've got two ranges on our OCTO solution. It's Bluetooth lighting at the moment. So we've got domestic and we've got commercial. I've got my kit here, which is our domestic range. It's all controlled via an app, which is free of charge download. Again, you've got colours tunable, you've got dimmable as well, which is on the E27 lamp. I then have an indoor controller, which essentially is an inline Bluetooth dimmer, which again is on my downlighter, which is inside the kit, and that dims up and down via the app as well.
You've mentioned twice there that it's Bluetooth.
Yes.
What are the benefits of Bluetooth? Because the ones I've got in my house are Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi goes down, I can't control.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
in the
benefits.
dark, I can't watch telly.
Yeah, that's the biggest part of Bluetooth, but it's a Bluetooth mesh system, so it's a direct contact to the device that you're trying to control the lights with, rather than going back to a hub or something like that. So it's a lot stronger, it's more security. The security level is huge, which really helps out with the commercial side of it. Yeah. It's virtually unhackable. It's been worked on by a number of years by a company called Kasambi. Now Kasambi have been around for a number of years, and that's the protocol we support with our system and our fittings on the Bluetooth side of it. And it's basically the signal strength and it's the reliability of the fit as well. So you don't have that delay. And with Wi-Fi in the property, you have a hierarchy within the Wi-Fi router. Your Sky Qs, your TVs and things like that will take precedent over anything else, and it'll be at the bottom of the pile. That can create delays on the actual lights.
I'm constantly having to scream at me Alexa to turn my lights on.
Yeah, well, she argues with everyone, to be fair, doesn't she? So
Okay.
it's,
yeah, she does.
But yeah, so this protocol doesn't currently talk to Alexa or Google because it's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. They don't like talking to each other. But with this system, you can very much put on timers and things like that, and it just very much, you don't really need to have switches.
I agree. What I've used in terms of the usability, and you'll show us there, and the switching and the wireless switching, the usability of it sort of negates the need for
it really does, yeah. It can get rid of any sort of cabling. These are all wireless switches we'll run through. You can do pictures, so you can tap pictures, and it can also control the lighting as well.
That for me is just showing off. And when I came down to the Ansell showroom and he showed us that, and I took some kit home straight away and got my kitchen in and started putting it so I could just touch my lights. Don't need it, it's just showing off.
It is to a certain extent on domestic, but on a commercial it's a different level.
I can see the side,
well, a commercial, you can take a picture of a set of plans, and then you can, say for a building manager at the end of the day, if he's in an office block, he's at one end, you can see the lights on the office down the bottom, you can go to the plan, done, and it's off. So you're ready to go. So that's the commercial side. Domestic, is gimmicky. It's a bit of, look what I can do in my picture sort of thing, and it does raise eyebrows and it does work. You can then set a range of scenes in regards to what you want. Really, the limitation of the scenes is really just your imagination more than anything else. And one of the nice protocols is that can get down to 0.8% dimming on our downlighter. It's the way these indoor controllers designed and made. It really does hold that current well, stops the pulsing. And then we do an external version, which is this one, which essentially is just a Bluetooth controller, really, for lighting. The system, both the controllers themselves can be made non-dimmable as well as dimmable, so they can be used as on-off switches, wireless on-off switches as well, in it as well. So the switches themselves, I've got a couple on here. You've got this one. This particular switch is completely electric free. It's all done by kinetic energy. So literally the click of that will then activate the scene.
Yeah, that's what I can't get my head around. It's just wizardry. It's the fact there's no power needed at all to support that. It's just...
The key thing with that is that will give you two-way switching in a property that may not have two-way switching on a domestic level. It can also give you extra switches, so in the bedroom sort of thing, you want to control your lights. You don't want to chase the cable through. It's mess, it's labour, it's time. They can just be stuck on a bedside table and away you go, and you've got complete wireless switching on it. Within the app as well, you can have 126 what they call nodes, which is the Bluetooth chip within the fittings. So in here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nodes. So each one of them's got a Bluetooth chip.
Right.
You can have 127 per network. So essentially, on a commercial level, I can have 26 panels connected to one PIR.
Right.
Never going to happen. You're going to need more PIRs all the time, but you can do that. But then on the top of it, you have scalability, because then I can change to any network that I want. So for example, I've got this kit here, then I've got my office network at the bottom there. So these are on the PIR, the panels at the bottom are what they call daylight harvesting. So I've set a scene, so I want it at a certain level, and then with this PIR here, which is made by Danners as well, so it's good quality PIR Bluetooth information. It's got a lux meter on the front of it, so that is actually reading at 1500 lux at the moment in the front. As soon as I put my hand over that, the lux level will start to drop.
You can see it coming right down there,
all the way down. So if I went back to the luminaires, what you'll see is there's a bar underneath that one in the top right hand corner over here. Once that gets down below 400 lux, that bar is going to start to increase, because it's going to bring up the light level of this fitting.
Right, okay,
once it gets down to that level. It won't do it automatically. What it does with daylight harvesting, it slows it. It does it on a slow level, because just in case it's getting blocked or something like that, and it's just not its actual physical light. So that's down to 291 now. So then you'll see the fittings. There you go. The white bar's now moving, and these will get in panels and the batten down there will be getting increase in light. And then as soon as I take that away as well, the lux level will start reading, and that start to increase.
It's flying back up,
and then that will then stem itself back down.
Clever stuff.
The only traditional way of doing it at the moment is Dali, which is extra cabling. This is all running off 3-core cable, 3-core mains. That's all it is. Don't need anything else, you just need main steading. That's all it is. And then obviously, with the larger fitting over there, this is a low bay, essentially. It's about 15,000 lumens. Now this fitting is ideal, because a lot of schools these days and sports halls and things like that, they want flexibility in different light levels. Badminton being one of the highest at 750 lux, got competition with badminton. But in schools, they don't want 750 lux when they're doing exams on the table. So the only way of doing that is adding dimming to it. And with this side of things, you can have, for example, a scene set up at 750 lux, just an example. Then exams, you can have that dimming down, and that's just by a press of a button. Where you can use this fitting as well. This will go into a grid switch in a sports hall, and it will essentially make that grid switch smart, talking to the fittings upstairs. Now the key thing about that is, the only way to do that now is a rewire. With this, you drop down the fitting, you put the new one up on the mains, and you've got.
And
full
if they're changing from gas or filament fittings to LED anyway,
it's huge energy saving, and the fact that you can change the light levels, you're going to save a lot of money on energy and things like that moving forward. So essentially that's it. And as a business, what we do, there's not many things we don't do with this sort of system, and it's very much, if you need it, we'll try and sort it out for you.
Wonderful.
That's it.
Right, well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.